Rice prices shot up quickly in the immediate aftermath of the flood of 2016. However, they've come back down since then, in some cases lower than before. Neil Melancon now joins us for this week's Bottom Line. And Neil, it seems like rice producers here in Louisiana are facing challenges from two different fronts.
They really are. I mean, it's just like they're getting the worst of two worlds, really. First, I want to talk about what happened in the markets in the immediate aftermath of the flood. Louisiana is currently the #3 rice producing state behind California and Arkansas. So when we flooded, the markets took notice. Now that's a good thing when we make an impact on the national stage. The downside, though, is that without more concrete numbers, the impact didn't last very long. As you can see, prior to the flooding, rice had fallen to around the mid-$9 per hundredweight range. This is from predictions of a good growing season here in the U.S., as well as a growing surplus in the world market. August 15th was the first trading session post-flood, and you can see the market gained about 10% of its value over 2 days. You can see prices reached about $1 more than the trading range prior to the flood. Now it was before, though, it slipped back down to that mid-$9 range towards the end of August, so that's that fall off there. The bottom line here is that it would have been nice to have higher prices to compensate for some of these flood losses. We still just don't know what effect the flood will have on our rice crop overall, though. We're at the mercy of market forces that have moved past the flood and are looking at the rice surplus on that world stage. It's doubtful we'll move beyond this range until we see 1, another disaster, which I hope not, 2, a sudden positive change in exports, or 3, after harvest when we can get real numbers and traders look at other factors. And Kristen, part of this is we don't know what the ratoon crop is going to be. Does that rice crop come back and make a good harvest for these guys and show good profitability? If so, the markets will pretend like this flood never existed and the prices will stay lower. I kind of hope that's what will happen so that farmers can make more money even off volume, even if prices are lower. But we could end up in a scenario where that second crop doesn't come through and prices stay at that mid-$9 range or even go lower.
Well, I know that rice farmers, soybean farmers, corn farmers, all of them are just ready for the season to be over with, to put it in the books and hopefully start again next year.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Neil Melancon. Well, that does it for this edition of TWILA. Be sure to join us next week when we'll show you how the help continues to flow from following the flood of 2016. Until then, you can watch all of our stories online at twilatv.org, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For all of us here at TWILA, thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again right here next week.